So there's this thing about inspiration you should really know, and it's the fact that it comes in a ton of ways, you know what I'm saying, and you should really never force or try to like direct the way it should go, you know. So in case you didn't know who I am, this is Billionaire Shed, aka one of the greatest of all times, aka Shady Moderino. I'm out here, you know what I'm saying. So I just made this beat, an incredibly awesome beat, and I was hoping, and I'm hoping that you gets to feel it, you know what I'm saying? Not necessarily hoping, but I would love that you feel it. So no long talks, let's get into it. All right, then you could most likely tell this didn't have a certain direction in terms of how the inspiration should flow or how the progression could go. Pardon my glitches, because what I'm doing right here is highly CPU intensive, and I have to upgrade this box that I'm using right here. But regardless, you know what I'm saying, we on the positive side. So you could tell that this is an amapiano fused with should we say pop techno, sort of techno synth sort of jam, you know, dance in techno, all this. I had this little infusion from both genres, you know what I'm saying, but you could tell that it's majorly um pop and amapiano, and it has this techno genre to it, you know what I'm saying, especially where they have the leads that come in. So let's boil down to the elements of this instrumental. So switching to the pattern mode, I'm going to show you what you have. Basically, first four is your kick, you know what I'm saying, and I'm at the tempo of 130 BPM. Yeah. Alright, so you might need headphones for this. You have your drums. Yeah, so big shout out to Sabar. I use a couple of his one shots. Most times I use his one shots. Never met him. Big shout out to him regardless. You know what I'm saying? So drums. Then you have your shakers. Okay, this is my hats right here. And I have my rims at the same time. I might want to put that so you feel it, feel the bounce, you know what I'm saying. So let's go back to the drum so you get the bounce, you know what I'm saying. Alright, I have my conga. Okay, then I have my shakers. I have my shakers right here. I have my snare. So I have two variations of snares to give the instrumental what's the word, a different approach, basically, that it doesn't just sound the same all through, you know, some levels of change in between, so you get it. Alright, so I have my chords right here. So I have three things going on right here. I have my stage piano, And if you pay close attention, let me show you. You would notice it's having this pan effect, this sort of tremolo effect, you know what I'm saying, right here. And you want to know how I did this. So once you have your EQ done, let's pause that a little so you could hear what I'm saying. So once you have your EQ done, I had my EQ done picking up, I cut off most of the low ends, the sub and the bass, had my frequencies picking up at the low mid region. Okay, so once you have that and you're satisfied with like, oh, this is the sound that I want to have, next thing you would want to do is come over here, come over to Fruity Formula Controller, select that. Okay, so once you load that up, you can use all of these knobs and tweaking all of that stuff, tweaking all of the settings that you need. But first of all, you have to come over to basic sign, level, or choose whatever preset. Just mess around with it is basically what you have to do, you know what I'm saying. Mess around with it, mess around with the knobs. This increases the timing at which the extent rather at which it pans from left to right. This increases the time, the speed at which it pans, you know. So let me mess around with this one that I fixed already so you could notice. Alright, so now if I take it down a little, you notice there's a slight change now, not even just a drastic change, you know what I'm saying. So you notice it now. So if I put it halfway, this is what you have, feel me. So if I put it to the fullest value, you notice it's panning from the left to the right, so it's giving that tremolo effect, you know what I'm saying. And that's stuff for that. Yes, delete that please. Yeah, so after having this, forgot to mention, after having your formula controller set, you come over here, you right click, that's on this button, this knob right here, I shouldn't call it a button. So go over to link to controller, you click on that and you come over here and you select Fruity Controller out, you know. So basically that's what it is. What am I going on to? So I was going to mention some other thing that I have going on. So somewhere, yes, I have the tremolo signal right there. I have my I have this brass that comes in, it fades it. I have some delay on it, you know what I'm saying, to give it that live sort of effect. I have some reverb on it, you know, but this is what it sounds without any of that, you know. It's just clean, it's simple, it's plain. I like that, but I want to have that tail end bleeding into the rest of the progression. You know, it gives it this sort of subtle effect that you feel in your soul, you know what I'm saying. It's subtle, very subtle. You basically have to just listen, you know what I'm saying. So definitely EQ'd too, you know what I'm saying. Pardon my glitches. Okay, so considering we have that, what's next? So I had two pianos playing at the same time. I had the stage grand piano and I had the electric piano as well. So this is what it sound. This is what the electric piano sounds like. Pardon me, I don't think I have any effect on that. So yeah, this is it. It's just playing. Sometimes you naturally just want to leave your instrument in your what do I call it? Your instruments playing. You know what I'm saying? So we have this effect going on in the background. Alright, so let's hold on with that a little. Okay, so come over here. The next thing I would I do have is my pluck. You feel me? So this is what this pluck sounds like. Yeah, it gives you that vibe, you know what I'm saying? Subtle as well. You know, now the secret to having a great instrumental is knowing what should be subtle, what should be overly loud, or what should stay within the mid range, you know what I'm saying? Because when you have everything, it's like your five fingers basically. If you had everything within the same heights, I barely think you would be able to hold. You feel me? So everything has to be at different volumes, you know what I'm saying, so that the ears can individually pick each instrumentals that producing sounds, and you know particularly listen to it, and everything creates a harmony at the same time, you know what I'm saying. So basically that's what it is. That's one secret right there. What else am I looking at? So I have two instruments playing right here. I have my Strat guitar, and I have another guitar. I think I have another guitar here, but it's more of an ethnic sound. You know what I'm saying, with the hypersonic. It's called the shamisen. So it gives it that sense of stereo widening. Yes, and also this layering makes the effect even felt stronger. You know what I'm saying? So having that in mind, we'll move on. I have my jazz, you know what I'm saying? I have my woodwind. It's right there in the background, probably listened. I have some lead going on. Yeah. I had some delay going based on this guy also, because I didn't have any delay on this. It has a natural delay on it. You can find this on the Flex. It's called the dystopian LED, the Flex plugin. I used majorly, I wouldn't say majorly, most of the instrument. I used third-party plugins, hypersonic majorly, and inbuilt plugins for all of this. Okay, so and I have my bass purity. So basically. So all of these ones here, as people would say, is share. So this is basically to just give the song, I would call this fillers, and some levels of modulation. You know, so you have your falls, you have your rise, you have your falls again, you have the falls with the crash to it. You know what I'm saying? So basically, all in all, when we have everything playing at the same time, I mean, so you have, and it's that simple. And I honestly think this will also go on my project. I think it's lovely personally. I also had a variation done on the bass. Could listen to the variation right there. So it's that simple. Really that simple, man. Really that simple. Um, I'll be honest in this one. I think it took me roughly. Um, okay, I wouldn't mention that, but it took me some time trying to get this because I was literally trying to make nothing, something out of nothing from scratch. Literally, I had no idea on this. You know what I'm saying? So I was really taking my time. Okay, 2 days roughly, because I didn't want to rush anything. I had my drums laid out. I had my chords laid out. I had some melodies laid out, but I wasn't so certain. So I had to like lay them out or come back, you know. So my point is sometimes man you have inspiration, just lay it out there, you know what I'm saying, without having to question if this is right or wrong, you know what I'm saying. So um lay out your inspiration, lay out whatever you have in mind. If you are not feeling it again at that moment, at that certain time, give it some space, let it breathe, that you may also breathe and find some levels of rejuvenation in your well of ideas. That's my point basically. So this is what you have right here. So big shout out to every single person out there who is trying out production processes, who is trying to learn. Big shout out to you. If you do like this instrumental, you could like, you could subscribe, you could hit me up if you want some productions done. You could make beats for you, mix, master, render those services, whatever you need, man. Just holla at me, click the subscription button, you know what I'm saying. Just big shout out, man. Peace, y'all. Peace.